What up, Slumber Squad? I'm JD. Hopefully you're doing well. In this video, we're going to be talking all about how DreamCloud compares to Helix. Now, both of these online mattress brands make a number of different options, but for the purposes of this video, I'm mainly going to be focusing on how the flagship DreamCloud compares to the Helix Midnight, which is essentially the most accommodating option offered from Helix Sleep. So in this video, I'm going to try to tell you everything that you should know about these two beds. We're going to start things off by talking about the policies that they're both backed by. Then we're going to delve into the similarities. Then we'll cover the differences between them. We're going to talk about the pricing for both beds. And at the very end, I'll try to sum things up with a final verdict to help you determine which one is going to be right for you. Now, along the way, if you need any more information about DreamCloud or Helix once we reach the end of this video, check down below in the description box. We're going to try to link a bunch more helpful content pertaining to these two beds down there for you. And if you end up enjoying this video and I help you out towards your online mattress search, we would really appreciate it over here if you dropped a like on this video and considered subscribing to the Slumber Yard for so much more. But without further ado, let's compare DreamCloud to Helix.
At the Slumber Yard, you know we work real hard to find the right bed for you and save you money on it.
Okay, so to start, what are you going to be backed by in terms of all the policy stuff? So what are you getting in terms of shipping, returns, trial periods, and warranties with Helix or DreamCloud? Well, for the record, I should mention up top that we did receive these beds for free from DreamCloud and Helix to review. But if you end up buying them online, you should be backed by the following policy stuff, starting with completely free bed-in-a-box shipping. So both of these online options will likely arrive at your door stuffed inside of a big box that's around like 4 feet tall. And all you got to do is just drag that box into your home and with the help of a friend, unbox it, which is actually kind of fun to do. Now, once the beds are set up and in your possession, you also get a sleep trial with both. With Helix, you get a standard 100-night trial period to test the bed out before it's officially yours. And with DreamCloud, you get an entire year to try the bed out risk-free before you're stuck with it. Whether it's a period of 3 full months or a whole year, you still get a nice chunk of time to test the beds out before you have to either send them back or keep them. And in the case you want to send them back, you do have free returns with both within that trial period time frame. So that's pretty nice to have. And in that case, you're basically going to call the company up and set up a time to have someone swing by your home and remove it at no extra charge. But in the case you decide to keep these online beds, that's awesome because they're both backed by warranties. With Helix, you get a standard 10-year warranty. And with DreamCloud, those beds are actually backed by lifetime warranties, which is above and beyond the usual industry standard. And we'll try to link some more helpful details regarding all this policy stuff down below in the description box. So feel free to check that stuff out if you're interested. Now let's get into the main similarities between DreamCloud and Helix, and the first one has to do with construction. So these are both hybrid beds by default, and that means that they'll be able to support all body types, including heavier people, due to their support layers of pocketed coils. Now, we've talked a lot about pocketed coils on this channel, and we'll try to link some more stuff that we've done down below in the description. But in a nutshell, pocketed coils just do a lot in terms of supporting bigger body types over the course of, say, 7 to 10 years. And they also provide just a lot more support, airflow, durability, and give beds a lot more bounce if that's something that you're into. Now, another similarity between these two has to do with firmness. So both the Helix Midnight and the original DreamCloud are right around a medium on our scale. And that means that they should work great for all sleeper types. Whether you like to sleep on your back, your side, your stomach, or a combination of all 3 sleeping positions, you should be good to go. Keep in mind though that firmness is an altogether subjective thing that usually depends on how much you weigh. So heavier people usually perceive beds to be softer than they truly are, while more petite-sized folks see them as a bit firmer. But for the average Joe, you're looking at a medium firmness for both. Now, if that medium firmness doesn't exactly sound right for you, that's fine, because another similarity between DreamCloud and Helix has to do with a number of options that are at your disposal within these mattress lineups. So with DreamCloud, you also have their DreamCloud Premier bed, which is a little bit firmer between a medium and a medium firm. And you also have their DreamCloud Premier Rest, which is a little bit softer in turn. With Helix, you have a number of different mattresses that all vary across the entire firmness spectrum, including their Helix Luxe lineup of beds, which are a little bit similar to the construction of DreamCloud. They're all pillow top mattresses that are really nice, and we'll be sure to link those options down below in the description box as well. So those are all the main commonalities between Helix and DreamCloud. So now let's get into the major differences between these beds, and the first one has to do with their respective feels. With DreamCloud, since this is a pillow top bed that does use a bit of memory foam, it has more of a memory foam pillow pillow top feel. So you will probably get a bit of a sink-in sensation from that memory foam, but it's not too overwhelming at all. And the coils and more responsive foams used within the bed help to balance it out to feel more neutral overall. So if you're a fan of memory foam options, you like the sensation that memory foam provides you with, DreamCloud is likely going to be your choice between these two. But that being said, we think all sleeper types should find the feel of DreamCloud to be pretty accommodating, even if you're not the biggest fan of memory foam. With all of the Helix beds, including the Midnight mattress, they all have more of a soft, neutral foam feel. Simply put, these beds to us just feel like comfy coil mattresses. And that's what a lot of shoppers within the online space are ultimately looking for, just an accommodating, safe pick. So if that sounds like you, maybe go the route of Helix comparatively to DreamCloud, as it's probably just going to be the more overall accommodating option. But now it's time to get into some X factors between DreamCloud and Helix. With DreamCloud, this is a more premium, luxurious looking option that probably wouldn't look out of place sitting in a fancy hotel. And that's not to say that Helix Midnight isn't, it's also quite nice. But we just say that DreamCloud probably gets the slight edge between the two when it comes to that overall luxurious aesthetic. Now with Helix, since they offer so many beds as a brand, at first glance, it can kind of be intimidating to navigate through their lineup. But the cool thing about them is that they actually run you through a short sleep quiz on their website to determine the right mattress for you and your preferences. We think that's a pretty quick and easy way to navigate through an extensive lineup like Helix's, and we'll try to link that sleep quiz down below in the description so you can maybe take that quiz for yourself. And don't worry, it's not a pass-fail system. I know a lot of people are getting flashbacks to their, high school career, myself included. Okay, I know you really want an A, but at the end of the day, they're just gonna give you a bed. JD, you got another F on your math test. How dare you? I'm sorry, teach. I don't know what to do. Keep messing up. That was me in high school, just so everybody knows. Cut back to me in real life.
You failed Mattress 101.
Cut. Now it's that time in the video to discuss pricing for these two options. And before I get into all this stuff, I do want to mention that mattress brands like DreamCloud and Helix do like to play around with the pricing that they offer on their beds. And it usually depends on the time of year you decide to buy. So if this pricing is different as of when you're watching this video, my bad, but check down below in the description because we should have everything current and up to date down there for you. But in terms of Helix Midnight, right now, you can usually pick up a queen size for right around that $1,200 mark MSRP. It should run you around $1,100 after discount, but we might even have an exclusive discount with Helix to save you even more money with these options. Now with the flagship DreamCloud, you can usually expect to pay around the $1,000 range after discount for this bed, which is a great deal when it comes to getting a more luxurious pillow top hybrid mattress within the online space. The $1,000 range is the sweet spot, so that's great. And again, whatever we can find in terms of helping you save the most amount of money possible with Helix and DreamCloud is going to be linked down below in that description box, guys, so feel free to check all that stuff out. But that pretty much is going to do it for this comparison. When you're looking at Helix and DreamCloud, that's basically the main stuff that you want to know. But in a nutshell, who should really go with each option and why? Well, over here at the Slumber Yard, we'd say look into the Helix sleep beds if you want a bunch of different options to choose from that span across the entire firmness spectrum. You like the sound of that sleep quiz, and you prefer your bed to have more of a neutral foam feel. And then look into the flagship DreamCloud if you want more of a luxurious pillow top option with a little bit of memory foam mixed in. You like the sound of that medium firmness, and you want the slightly more affordable option between the two after discount. But hey, that's just my take on it and our entire team's take on it over here at the Slumber Yard. What is yours? When it comes to Helix and DreamCloud, which one are you gonna go with? Write us down below in the comments. We would love to hear from you. Again, if you need any more information regarding these two online mattresses, check the description. We're gonna link a bunch more helpful content pertaining to these two beds down there for you. If you enjoyed this video and we maybe helped you out towards your online mattress search, we would really appreciate it if you dropped a like on this video and subscribe to our channel for so much more. But that's pretty much going to do it for this one. Again, I'm JD with the Slumber Yard. That's Wes behind the camera. Woohoo! Sleep right, sleep tight, and we'll see you next time.
Like and subscribe.